All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday for our weekly coffee with the principal. I am so excited because we've got a very special guest with us today. As you know, we invite high schools throughout the year to join us on these coffees with the principal. And I'm so excited to have a guest from a very special school. Sorry about that. Sharing with us this morning. So I'll turn it over to them in just a moment. So just as a reminder, you've joined the meeting muted. Feel free to use the chat box as needed. We are recording the meeting, and the reason we do that is so that we can post it on our YouTube channel, and people are able to check it out later, and we send out the link to our mailing list, and people really enjoy getting the updates that way. All right, a couple quick announcements before we turn it over to our guest this morning. Couple things that are coming up. Number one, on Friday, October 28th, we are having a Halloween dance from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's happening. We are excited to have that. Students must be eligible to attend, and so that means for eligible in terms of report card grades and U's and E's and S's and things like that. So more information can be gotten from Miss Alejandre or Miss Guith on that, but we're excited to be having that happen soon. Starting this Monday, leadership also is going to be selling Candygrams, which will be a way to raise funds for the school, but also a way to just have some candy, but also send candies to friends, to other students here at the school. So we are excited about the Candygrams that's going to happen starting next week. We're also going to have a door decorating contest for our students. I think that has started already, but I'll be going through the next couple of weeks, and we'll be seeing which students, which advisory can have the best door decorating contest. And then finally, on Halloween, which is a Monday this year, students will be permitted to wear a Halloween costume if they would like to. And there'll be a costume contest for scariest, most creative, things like that. So we are excited about launching all of those things very soon this month. And then finally, we are celebrating Dia de los Muertos, and we are having an evening here at the school on, I believe it's Wednesday, November 2nd. We're going to set up an inflatable projector screen and have some snacks available, and invite families to bring a blanket, bring a sweatshirt because it gets cold a little bit late, and we'll be screening the film Coco, which is a wonderful a family movie that we hope y'all will participate in. So those are some of the things that are coming up at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy, and we hope that you'll participate in all of those. So I am so excited today to introduce a special guest from a brand new high school. I know something about brand new schools because we here at Katherine Johnson launched this 6 years ago, and it is quite an amazing experience to be able to launch a brand new school from scratch. There are definitely challenges, but it's amazing opportunity for kids. And so I was contacted by Miss Gardner from Iovine Young Center and said, "Hey, can I share with your families?" I said, "Absolutely." Also, a shout out to your principal, who I know from former collaboration in our team here in Westchester. So with that said, I am going to turn it over to you, Miss Gardner. Thank you so much for being with us. And let's see, it's about 10:05 or so. So honestly, probably about till 10:20 is good, and that gives us enough time for you to take some Q&A at the end.
Great. Thank you so much for having us. Some of you may know from the area that Mrs. Calhoun used to be in Westchester at Wright Middle School. So if you can please let me know, can you see my slides there? I just want to make sure that you guys can see and hear me okay.
We see the whole thing, including the there we go. Perfect.
Okay, so there we go. We are Iovine Young Center, Integrated Design Technology Entrepreneurship Magnet High School. We are a new school. This is our first year in action. So if you know a little bit about our school, our founders are Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre. They are our founders. They are partners. Their name is not just on the side of the building or part of our school. They have had a hand in helping to design what they created at the collegiate level, now at the high school level. So they are still involved. It's not just a name plastered to our school. So hopefully you all know who Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine are. I want to show you what their vision is. So please, here's a video.
School hasn't changed in 75 years. Memorizing facts, take a test, get a grade, repeat. But while school didn't change, kids did. Kids today use technology before they can walk. They learn and absorb culture at the same time. But in school, everything is separate. Math is taught separate from English. Their studies separate from passion. School doesn't think like kids think. So we're starting our own in partnership with the LA Unified School District, a high school where traditional classes merge with design, business, and technology, where students aren't just memorizing dates, they're solving real world problems, pitching their own solutions like businesses, inventions, apps, and designs. They learn by bringing these ideas to life and working together across disciplines, getting hands-on experience. This is where kids figure out what they care about and figure each other out, where they learn how to think, not what to think. This is a public school, and we're not stopping here. We are revolutionizing the whole system, because once the schools change, the world will too.
So we really are a high school reimagined. Our students are, it is not a traditional setting. Our students, apologize for that. Share. So we are a non-traditional high school, small. We are looking for creators and innovators here at IYC. We are a full magnet school with LAUSD. So we are not a charter, we are full LAUSD magnet school that focuses on integrated design, technology, and entrepreneurship. So our students are really integrating technology within their classes. They are engaged, they are focusing on real world application within their classes. And just to give you an example, our students today were pitching their ideas on how to work remotely and not be distracted while you're in your comforts of your home and doing work. So they are doing real life application problems like that. They've also been focusing on the culture of Crenshaw, keeping that culture here in Crenshaw. And so in ninth grade, we are laying the foundation of how our school is designed. Our students are using top software from the industry. They have the opportunity to be CTE certified in Adobe Illustrator. In our geometry classes, they're already doing 3D modeling. Our algebra class is doing coding and web design with HTML and CSS. And it's not just a project each semester. Our students are doing these throughout the year. Our students in ninth grade have already done interviews, worked on a resume. They have been interviewed by partners in the industry. So according to what field they want to go in, we have brought professionals here to interview them, to give them feedback on that experience as well as their resume. And they've started to build a portfolio in ninth grade. So we're not just waiting till they're about to leave us and decide whether they're going to college or pick a career. They are doing this starting in that foundational year of being here at IYC. And so each year we're building on that foundation. So in 10th grade, they're going to enhance and go into deeper dive within their technology. They're going to start that business aspect of what we currently offer in our 9th grade, as far as they are looking at their mission and vision of a business that they could possibly start. We have an opportunity for them to be a part of DECA, where they're taking a business and pitching it to professionals. And then from there, they're building into their integrated model and have the opportunity to do virtual branding within their CTE classes. But it's not just a separate elective pathway. They are doing it within all of their classes. Our school day begins at 8:30, ends at 3:25. We do have those PD days. There's about 2 each month, but it's not a set day. And we are on a 4x4 schedule. So that is something really special here. Our students they will have taken 8 classes within 1 year, compared to a traditional school where the students only take 6 classes within a year. And we do also have a house period. Other schools call it advisory or homeroom. So our house period is that class. We do a lot of community building. We do house competitions where our students are competing against each other for points, where there's a rotating trophy. So we do that in our house. So we take care of house business. And then our students have a 35-minute lunch. We do have partners, of course. USC is one of our partners. Our students have an opportunity to go to those facilities to use the machine and some of that equipment that we are getting currently. Our students go to USC to use those facilities as well. We also have a partnership with Adidas. Our 10th graders are going to be launching a World Cup partnership in November. So they will be going through the design process of creating some merchandise for the World Cup that will actually be produced. So our 10th graders are doing that. We also partner with Spotify and Microsoft. And then our students have an opportunity in the summer to do an innovation camp. And so they will go to USC for 2 weeks, go through the design process of creating a website, a prototype, and actually using the machines to create it out of cardboard. And then they make a commercial and they pitch it to partners during that summer. So it's a kickoff for our program, and it's for 2 weeks at those facilities. And then again, we are constantly working with industry partners today. IYA is up here today to our students looked at Innovation Camp and how to improve it. A few weeks ago, we had Destination Crenshaw here so they can pitch their ideas about how to keep the Crenshaw culture in the Crenshaw district. So they pitched that idea to that nonprofit. And our students are working on these things throughout the year. They've also pitched some of their historical projects where they've hacked the Constitution, talked about dissecting the amendments, how were they equal for everybody, how can they improve moving forward for the current demographics in our population now. And so it is a true innovative experience. Our students are still going to be meeting the A through G requirements. They are going to be college and career ready and beyond. We partner with a private college, USC. So we all understand how hard it is and how difficult it is for our students to be competitive. They are going to be ready for college and careers. And then by the time they leave us in 12th grade, they're also going to have internship opportunities as well. And then, of course, we're a magnet school, so you do have to apply within the magnet window, and that closes on November 18th. I do want to mention that we have an extra step for our enrollment. So after that window closes in November, we do get a list of students, and then we send out a link for a portfolio. So we want to make sure our students really want to be a part of our program. Because we want to have them rise to the challenge of that creativity and innovativeness. So from there, they submit a portfolio, and then in that dead zone, we make the selection of our students. It doesn't mean that you still can't get in, but we do have a portfolio step added to our application process. And then that is our high school reimagined. So you really Being a parent myself, this really is a hands-on experience all day. The 4 classes that the students have each semester, it is hands-on within each of those classes. It's not a separate elective program. They are innovative in creating all day within their math class, doing 3D modeling, as well as web design. In their social science class and ethnic studies, they're looking at real world problems right now, doing their research, having discussions, and creating solutions or how to improve certain things. So these are things that students are working on here at IYC. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Here's our website. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And then now I will take any questions. Here are some pictures of our current program, so you can take a look if there's any questions and ask at the same time. So this is our campus.
Can you reshare, Ms. Gardner?
Yes. So these are pictures of our campus. Of course, our partners, Jimmy and Dre, and then everybody knows Mr. Carvalho. These are our current students. This was our ribbon cutting ceremony. So as you can see, our partners are not just on the name. They are here. They are present. And then these are some of the presentations the students have done. So they are working on all of these things. They're going to be beyond prepared to work in groups to present, putting together their pitches. Of course, we take field trips, but these are our students. These are our classes. So if you're looking for a non-traditional small high school experience, we definitely are the place for you.
And I will add to that. I think one of the reasons why I'm glad that you came today is because, you know, one of the things that attracts families to Katherine Johnson STEM Academy, in addition to our STEM focus, is the size. And there are some amazing benefits to having a small school. And I know that our families here on this call know those benefits firsthand because their children currently go to a very small school. And I just, it's a lot of work to run a small school, I'll tell you that, right? But it is absolutely worth it because of the impact that we can make in the lives of young people.
Yeah, definitely. And I do want to add, I know people always ask those questions about what about the gifted student, or what about our students that need support? Because the way our curriculum is designed, that is definitely built in within our curriculum. So we have gifted students here, as well as the students that need some support. So it is built within our curriculum. Just because it is so hands-on and small, we are able to support all of our students, and they are able to be included in everything that we do here at IYC.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you so much. Are there any questions for Ms. Gardner from any of our families who have joined us today? And I'm wondering, Ms. Gardner, if you wouldn't mind, if you might be willing to put your email in the chat, and that way, when our families think of a question later on, they've got an individual they can reach out to.
Definitely. There you go.
Awesome. So I'll say it out loud because our chat doesn't show up on our video recording. So Ms. Gardner's email is rmg7430@lausd.net. Ms. Gardner, you and me are old school. We have the 3 letters, 4 numbers email addresses. I'm sticking with that. I hope you do too.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Gardner, for joining us. And we just have like one more announcement for our families, and then I'll take any questions about anything from the team. Give me 1 second and let me share just my last announcement here. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, boom, and boom, there we go. And yeah, so this is the last announcement, and that is finally, we're going to launch our first in-person coffee with the principal. It's going to be a week from today, and it's going to be at the Playa Vista branch of the Los Angeles Public Library. So just down the hill from here, 1 week from today, 10 o'clock at the Playa Vista branch of the public library. We're excited to have them host us. I'm thinking it may be a monthly thing that we do. You know, we'll continue weekly on Zoom because updates are important. But I'm thinking we'll do once a month in person at the Playa Vista branch public library. So parents, here's my ask. If you want to donate some coffee or some small pastries, please contact me because we'd like to make those available for folks who attend that in-person meeting. So if you'd like to donate some coffee or some small pastries for that meeting, please shoot me an email or let me know so we can make that available. All right, that is it for me. As always, you know, feel free to leave us a review, bit.ly/KGSA Great Schools. Believe it or not, that's a way that a lot of families find us. And that is all from me. We do have a couple of minutes left. If there are any questions from any of our folks who joined us here today about anything in general.
I'm gonna make a coffee. I need a coffee.
Hi.
I do apologize. I came in about 6 minutes late on the call. This is a tuition-based school, correct? The one that they were doing the presentation on, or?
Do you want to take that, Ms. Gardner?
Yeah, sure. No, this is not a tuition-based school. We are a free LAUSD public school. We are a full magnet, so you just have to live in LAUSD in order to apply and be considered for a spot.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Ms. Gardner, we'll have you join us every year on at least once in the fall for coffee with the principal, because I know, you know, some of our families on here have 6th graders and 7th graders, so they're a couple of years away. But it's always good to have those reminders.
Yes, that would be great.
Absolutely. Any other questions from anyone who's here with us today? Usually when there's no questions, Ms. Gardner, I tell myself that we did such a good job at presenting things. But honestly, there's a lot of communication that happens from Catherine Johnson, Class Dojo, Blackboard, weekly coffees with the principal. So, you know, by the time we get to Friday, everyone knows everything already.
That's good. That means you're doing a great job over there.
That means I'm trying, but I don't have any hair on the top of my head left. That's what running a small school does for you. Tell Miss Calhoun to watch out. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining this week's Coffee with the Principal. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in person next Friday at the Playa Vista Public Library for our in-person Coffee with the Principal. Thanks so much again, Ms. Gardner, for joining us today. And everyone, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.